This segment brought to you by Bruce Etherington and Associates.
Welcome back. Listen Up is exploring the recent uprising in Egypt. Muslims and Coptic Christians and members of all faiths and religions seem to become united in their protest of the Mubarak government. Joining us now to delve into this a bit more is Ghada Malik. She's a representative of the Coptic Christian community, and Sheikh Ala Al-Sayed, Director of the Public Affairs for the Islam Cultural Center of Canada. And thank you both for being with us. And I just can't imagine, you're both Egyptian Canadians, what it was like. Ghada, as you watched this unfold, what were your emotions?
Lorna, this was fascinating. It was an emotional roller coaster going over two-week period. It was just stunning to see the, your emotions are moving with the people. You want to be in the midst of all this. You want to be able to make change. You're very proud. You're seeing something unfold that you never imagined could happen in your lifetime. And then seeing the unity after maybe decades of division between Christians and Muslims, because they realize their battle is the same, and it's against corruption.
Sheikh, how about for you? What were your emotions as you watched your homeland go through this change?
It was like a roller coaster, I have to admit. After years of feeling hopelessness and helplessness, frustrations, and you can't do anything about it while you know that there are corruptions and some certain inequalities and injustice. And all of a sudden you see this beautiful light in the tunnel. And sometimes you feel like you really want to jump right in the TV set just to join them, or jump on that guy that came with the horse. And there's certainly had some tears in my eyes and prostrate to God Almighty, thank Him. That was, you cannot describe it, words cannot describe it.
Well, you're watching step by step all of it unfold, and the news as it continues to change. I want to ask about this whole role of religion. It seems to me it's far more practiced in Egypt than it is in North America. What role do you think religion should have now in going forward? Sheikh, let's start with you.
Well, as a Muslim, we understand that religion, we don't separate church and religion accordingly. We say it's a comprehensive way of life. That means it has every aspect to be covered in everyday life. And indeed, as a Muslim, again, religion is the best way to follow, because it comes from God Almighty, and He tells us exactly what to do, what not to do. Just like buying anything else, it comes with a manual. Is you know, what's best for you and how to.
So, are you hoping the Muslim views will be upheld in this new government, however it may form?
Even though I would like that to happen, but I think it may not be wise right now. And if things do happen, it would have to be gradual. And you will see the reason why later if opportunity arises. But certainly, if anyone that...
and the reason is?
Believe it or not, actually Christians under the Islamic banner lived better than they lived under Hosni Mubarak.
Well, okay. Ghada, that's your community. You're here representing the incredible historic life of the Coptic Christians there. Should you be part of the government? Should your faith be part of the government process?
First of all, let me tell you, Egyptians by default are religious. So being religious and involving your inner feelings and your inner thoughts into your decisions is a great thing, and it's something to be admired.
And it comes by default, you say there, because?
From the days of the ancient Egypt. That's how they were built. Exactly.
Let my people go story, all of that is just part of the whole historical orientation.
Absolutely, they are. So it's great to have that. I do believe, and as many, not just Christians, but even moderate Muslims, that if you keep religion away from state, you keep it pure, mix it with politics, you don't know what you're getting. It's a formula that's not necessarily a good one.
Okay, so and that has been the historic Coptic position, that it doesn't belong in government ever, because Jesus separated it from government.
Absolutely.
So you're nervous then about Muslim voice coming into government?
Oh, absolutely. It's if we look at history, and we want to claim that we've learned anything from history, it's that democracy thrives in secular societies.
Okay, let's look at what did happen as this new form of, is it going to be democracy, evolved. We've got this great picture here of how Christians circled a ring of Muslims as they prayed. And then it was the Muslims' turn to protect the Christians as they prayed and worshipped in the square. Gada, I'm sure you've never seen Christians worshiping publicly in Tahrir Square before.
That is
what did
true.
you think as you saw that freedom breaking out?
That was stunning, and it was about time.
Okay, Sheikh, you know your people, you know your old homeland. Will that kind of freedom continue? And what will it take to continue it?
Just to keep doing what we're doing now, certainly have freedom reign, and this is an indication and a proof that Muslims have nothing against Christians and Christians have nothing against Muslims. And the proof was in Tahrir Square. Believe it or not, it was a British, I mean I have no authority to speak on this, but I'm just what I read, the British, some information that was the internal minister that actually had something to do with the blowing up an unfortunate
bombings on New Year's Eve, 23 Christians
the
killed.
Egyptian Muslims. It was not, because we are not commanded to do this. As the proof of it is the life of Prophet Muhammad, may peace be upon him. He lived among Christians and Jews and protected them to practice.
I need to intervene here.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
It agreed that the Mubarak administration has been orchestrating a lot of
violence against Christians.
Exactly,
yes,
to prove their important role in the region and in protecting the minorities. And they managed to convince everybody, including Christians, that this is true. However, it's very important to understand that having religious-based legislation is completely calling for a two-tier type citizenship.
All right. Well, these are exactly the kind of sensitivities that we will all watch in the weeks and months as they unfold. Thank you both for being with us. And we're going to delve more into the issue of just what should be the future of faith in the new Egypt when we return.
A new model of cooperation, of unity between the Christian and Muslims. For the first time, they start putting their hands together.